Our team's project is implementing an insulated solar electric cook stove. We were inspired by a Cal Poly team who implemented and designed a similar cook stove in a community in Uganda. We asked ourselves, how can this stove be changed and implemented in a different community in a different part of the world?
Go.
Alright, so how a solar cooker works is that the solar panel gets charged from the sun, which then runs through these wires. Then that solar energy turns into electrical energy and runs through this high resistance wire, putting off a lot of heat. That wire is then stored in an electric heater, which is made from the soil and then insulated with corn husk. That is then put in a bigger box with that is also made from the soil, and then you put the pot on top of the heater, and so everything is enclosed, and then you cap it off with a lid so that your food can cook.
Solar energy has continued to increase in Mexico. In fact, it's expected to increase by 562% in 2016. Solar panel cost has cut in half every 5 years since 1970, which means it will continue to decrease in price. We expect that a 100-watt solar panel is about $50 in Mexico. As far as adapting the solar cook stoves to the community, we'd use the soil type which is Regasol as a good insulator because it's made up of sand and clay. In addition, we'd use corn husk for insulation because it would fuel the economy and we'd be able to buy from the local people. Wires would also be relatively cheap. So in total, we estimate that a solar cook stove would be about $100 per stove.
Oaxaca is the second poorest state in Mexico. In this state, the per capita income is $3,400 per year. The government imposed recent deforestation laws that has caused residents to rethink their traditional biomass stoves. Because of this, the government implemented high-efficiency stoves, but these have largely not been implemented due to lack of help from the government.
In order to combat these problems, we propose a solar cooking stove that would be powered by solar electricity, and the community that we chose to place these solar cooking stoves in or to test them out in was the community of Tecupico de Marcos Perez, which is a small pueblo about 3 hours away from the main city of Oaxaca. The current population of this community is mostly indigenous. However, it is at a moment in time where it's transitioning to becoming more developed, in which technologies from the city are starting to come in and people are starting to move away a bit from the original technologies and cultural traditions that were originally established.
Around the world today, 3 billion people cook using open fires in their home. 4 million people die from the inhalation from smoke caused by these fires every year. In addition to this, indoor inhalation from indoor cooking can cause cardiovascular disease, which causes about 17.5 million deaths every year. 50% of children who die from pneumonia originally got pneumonia due to the infection from SET.